Hello and welcome to my meditation. My name is Debra Baker and I am so grateful that you have joined me. Sorry, I'm kind of wiggly. We are continuing our adventure into learning how to love ourselves. Let's begin with our 3 nice deep breaths. Fill your lung space all the way up. Just allow yourself to settle in. Letting go of the day, the thoughts, the concerns, everything that might distract you. Just let it go for a moment, a few moments. So we were talking about learning to love ourselves, and my guides have 2 directions for this meditation. One is, it comes from a quote from Mother Teresa, where she said, "I believe that people don't love the poor because they don't know them." And I think if we apply this idea to ourselves, we find it difficult sometimes to love ourselves because we don't know ourselves. I have gone on the journey a couple of times of doing the Artist Way workbook. It's a 12-week intense process, but it is immensely rewarding. I'm considering visiting it in the new year. And we'll have more on that later. But it's all about getting to know yourself, and it requires 3 pages of longhand journaling. She calls morning pages, every morning. And it was so enlightening to me. There were parts of myself that were down there that I had forgotten or I didn't even know were down there. And so I strongly suggest that you do some journaling. Maybe today, maybe tomorrow morning. If you're a morning person, get up nice and early. I've never been described as a morning person. But when I'm doing the Artist Way, I do get up early if I need to get my 3 pages in before I start my day, which takes about 30 minutes. It's not horrible. I noticed the trees hitting the chair I'm sitting on. So getting to know yourself, getting to love yourself. Let's feel the energy coming up from the earth today, releasing our stress and tension out the soles of our feet. Imagining those little trapdoors wherever your body is touching something, the floor, the bed, the couch, the chair. Just feel all those little trapdoors open, and all your stress and tension just leak out, seep out, whatever word you want to use. Go away. And feel your feet, ankles, lower legs, knees getting really grounded, soaking up that earth energy so that you can allow your body to be in sync with the earth, which is really important. We're here to have human experiences, and it's important to synchronize with Mother Earth, which is part of the reason that I tried for as long as I could to do the meditations outside. It's windy again today, is why I chose to stay inside, because there's too much wind interference on the microphone. But getting in sync with Mother Nature, feel that grounding moving up through your knees, your upper legs, feel your legs and feet get heavy. Feel it move into your pelvis, your pelvic floor, your sit bones, your lower back, your glutes, your lower torso. Feel it move up from your pelvic floor, through your pelvis, into your midsection. And at the same time, feel it entering the tips of each of your fingers and thumbs. Kind of stretch your hands out a little bit. And, especially that spot between your index finger and your thumb, stretch that out. Just let your hands stretch out and then let them go. Your hands, your wrists, your lower arms, feel your hands and arms getting heavy, your elbows, your upper arms. And notice it all coming together at the same level at your rib cage, moving up through your torso, your rib cage, your middle back, upper back, chest, under your arms. Hi, Daisy. Your upper arms, feel it all come together at your shoulders. Got a visitor. We're relaxing our bodies now. Yeah, we're letting them get heavy. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know. She thinks I need some of her love. And don't we all? Your shoulders. Mm-hmm. Thank you. Thank you. And moving into your neck. Yeah. Feel it around your ears, your chin, your jaw. Okay, it's time to get down now. Okay. Yeah. All the way through your face, your cheeks. All around your ears, your upper back. Normally she's not allowed up on my lap, but she knows she's being held hostage. Oh, yeah, I know you want to love yourself too. Yeah. That all the way up to the top of your head, your entire body grounded now. Feel your shoulders sink down. I invite you in the week ahead to think about getting to know yourself, to just observe your preferences, what you like. I have found lately that I'm really fond of that black and white, what they call buffalo check pattern. And I actually made a dress of that pattern when I was in high school. And it kind of has made a resurgence. But I think it's really healthy to just notice what our preferences are and to go with it. To love ourselves enough to recognize that, while I may have done this event every other year at Christmas time, I choose not to do it this year. Or maybe I haven't ever done it before and I'm going to do it this year. Whatever it may be, I invite you to just check in with yourself and really get to know yourself. Especially how you feel. I was raised where we weren't not allowed to have our emotions. When you're raised in an alcoholic home, everything revolves around the alcoholism. And so it's taken me all of the rest of my life to figure out what I feel, to give myself permission to feel what I feel. And often there are layers to it. So you may find that you are feeling angry, and then you get below that and you realize that I'm really feeling sad. And maybe you get below that and realize that actually what you're feeling is fearful. So I invite you to give yourself permission to explore your emotions, to get to know yourself a little better this week. And the other part of the meditation my guides would like us to explore is, what do you want for Christmas? And I just say that because, that's the question going around these days. But actually, it's what do you want? And let's look at it from a different perspective. Instead of what do you want, world peace, skinny thighs, no wrinkles. Instead of looking at it that way, let's think about how would you like to feel. So we are exploring how we do feel. Let's take it a step further and explore how would you like to feel. I would suggest that one of the ways that you would like to feel is loved. I would like to feel loved. I would like to feel cared for. One of the 12 steps is turn my life and will over to the care of God, which suggests that God cares for us. God takes care of us. So how else would you like to feel? And so picture your Christmas celebrations. And we have a very large family. You've probably seen pictures of them rotating around the tree behind me. And there are 3 more that were born this year whose pictures aren't on the tree yet. And how would you... The rotating tree apparently is a really good back scratcher if you're a dog. That's what that noise was. So how would you like to feel at your Christmas celebrations? So we had this really large family, and we decided a couple years ago, the royal we, meaning I, that we would have our individual Christmases with each family. The families are growing, and having a Christmas all together was just too much. And so what resulted was these peaceful celebrations with each individual family that were just so heartfelt and loving and satisfying. So I invite you to think about how you would like to feel during your holiday celebrations. And also maybe remember how you felt as a child. I remember the sense of excitement and then having the new toys to play with. And I'm sure I didn't identify at the time, but it was a sense of feeling loved. There wasn't a lot of love expressed verbally in our household, and that was one of the few ways that there was an expression of love, which is probably why it was so important to me. So how can you feel loved? What can you do for yourself that says, I love myself? Taking time for yourself, allowing yourself to sleep in, take a break, have a jammy day. And we last week talked about checking in with yourself every morning. How do you feel physically, emotionally, spiritually? And I will confess that I need to rescue a stocking. Checking in with ourselves, I was about ready to make a confession that I was good about it for maybe the first 3 or 4 days, and then I kind of slacked off. So let's continue that practice of checking in with ourselves, figuring out how we feel just starting the day. This process of getting to know ourselves. Figuring out what a wonderful being you are. Getting to know the unique spiritual expression that you are. So each of us is a unique expression of God. We are all God expressing, and yet we chose to express God in a way that's different from anybody else on the planet. So I invite you to think about how you would like to feel, and then do whatever it is you need to do to create that emotion for yourself. One of my dear friends told me that when she puts up her Christmas tree, she reminisces about the ornaments even when she's by herself. And I noticed that I don't take care of myself in that way. I allow that, if I'm decorating my tree by myself, that loneliness to creep in, remembering when I had 3 daughters who were helping me decorate the tree when they were little, and how much fun that was. And we would talk about the ornaments and where we got this one and where we were living when we got that one. And I can, like my friend, I can recreate that and let that memory bring me joy instead of sadness. Everything has myriad opportunities. So I invite you to find the joy or the peace or the serenity, whatever it is that you're looking for, to find it in each moment, because it is there, and even in the memories. Let's take a nice deep breath and bring this meditation to a close. Remember that you are whole and perfect, exactly as you are. The infinite presence in me honors, loves, recognizes the infinite presence in you as you. Namaste.